Good morning, traders. Richard here doing quick Ichimoku cloud chart market update on Tesla. I've not done one on Tesla in a while. Last time we were around about here when Tesla sliced through the bottom end of the cloud here, moved into bearish territory. Price action below the bottom end of the cloud is bearish. Price action above the cloud is bullish. So on the daily chart at that point in time, we were looking at these downside gap targets here, 910, that gap between 944 and 910. We looked for that gap to close, just put an order in at 910. It dipped a little bit below that, got another trade in at 888 down there, just because it sounded like a lucky number. Was quite lucky with that rebound. Tesla then rebounded from after closing the gap and rebounded from these old support levels, as well as this one very close to the bottom end of the cloud. Then gapped up after a nice little rally, broke right through the bottom end cloud chart resistance and gapped right through the top end of the cloud, retested the top end of the cloud for support, and then we had this gap up to 1200 and then got out of that trade there just because it was close to that old resistance zone. We were also looking into the year-end rally, so it was quite cautious there. Then tried to buy this rebound at 991. That worked out okay until we broke through the top end cloud, only to reverse lower, so that trailing stop was stopped out. Made a small profit there, but it was stopped out there as Tesla then failed to find support at the bottom end of the cloud and then dipped below the cloud, and then the outlook changed to bearish once again. Price action above the cloud is bullish, price action below the cloud is bearish. Then the sell-off ensued. Couldn't resist this rebound from the 800 zone here. You can see it comes from this cluster of September and October lows here, highs actually. And that was a nice little rebound there. Now it's trading, struggling to get past this front cloud resistance zone. You can see there that's a key resistance level there at 944. Key support level is this turning line of the cloud, this green line. So there you can nibble at these levels and trade it back up to these resistance levels. But we are swing trading Tesla because we know the overall outlook is still bearish on the daily Ichimoku cloud, but we are trading these shorter term swing trades from these key support levels. Now the upside resistance target, the first one is this front end cloud resistance zone at 944, and then this bottom end cloud chart resistance zone. That is another major resistance level to keep in mind at 975, and then this front cloud resistance zone, if I put another line in there, is also a key resistance zone. So these are the upside targets for the current swing trades in Tesla as it rebounds from the turning line of the cloud here. Will be interesting to see if it's going to maintain upward momentum or continue downwards to retest previous lows. But so far we are swing trading it within this trading range. Now let's take a look at the 4-hour chart just to see what's happening there. Still bearish outlook on the 4-hour. There was a big sell signal as it sliced through the bottom in the cloud here, and then the outlook changed from bullish to bearish. But the 4-hour did give quite a lot of swing trades. When it gets too far away from the cloud, you swing trade support levels back up to the bottom end of the cloud. And now once again, we had that swing trade here at 799, 800. And we're back above. Now the upside targets is this resistance level here. So 999 or 1000 is a really big line in the sand from a resistance zone point of view. The turning line of the cloud here has been acting as a key support level. But the standard line there, that purple line, is still a bit of a resistance level. But it looks like we're grinding through that. So it looks like it's going to be a slow grind back into this front cloud resistance zones. We are navigating this level there, the front levels there, that level there at 914, 921, that cluster of resistance at the front end of the cloud. We've had a MACD signal here, so that's encouraging to see. But remember, these are contrarian trades. We are trading below the cloud, so we are buying counter trend or swing trading the counter trend trades on the 4-hour chart as well. So looking at the hourly, good news here is we're back above the top end of the cloud here, the bottom end cloud. So this is a 891. This is a major support zone on the hourly one. So as long as Tesla stays above this zone here, let's see where that level is. Oops, there we go. 898, 890 roughly. So that is a key support zone. You can see here on the hourly, we did rebound from that level twice, almost 3 times. So far so good. As long as we stay above 891, 888. This rally should be okay, but the hourly chart's looking okay. Front end of the cloud is still indicating potential for upside. As long as we stay above this bottom end cloud chart level, we should be okay. So outlook is bullish on the hourly. 4 hours still got a bit of work to do, because we've got a long way to go before we can really say we're extremely bullish on the 4 hourly. But we have our upside resistance targets here at these levels. There's 944, 975, and about $1,000. That's the upside resistance targets. And we also know what our potential rebound zones is. So we have a kind of a range to swing trade within these parameters. But the daily also not out the woods yet, struggling to get past the front cloud resistance zone. So that will be another catalyst to watch out for if we get a nice breakout past the 944 level with increased volume, and then your upside target is 999. And then if it breaks through there, the outlook changes to bullish from bearish. So far we're waiting for that kind of catalyst to take place there. On the weekly, you can see our 891, the front end cloud chart support zone, makes for a nice rebound. We did test this level of 800, and that comes from these lows there on the weekly chart, as well as this cluster of support there on the weekly. But there is still some downside to the bottom end of the cloud here, but so far the front end of the cloud on the weekly of 891 is holding up so far. Now, if we look at the monthly, you can see that's not the nicest chart actually on a monthly Ichimoku cloud. Very extended from both the front end of the cloud as well as the standard line of the cloud. The turning line here on the monthlies, that little green line there is still acting as a key support level. So not out the woods yet, but do remember the monthly chart's very extended. The weekly chart does give you some idea where the major support zone is. We can't dip below 891. And the catalyst we're looking for on the daily is a further breakout past the 944 zone there. And on the 4 hour chart, what we're looking for there is a breakout into this cloud chart resistance, and the breakout past the 944 and then the 999 or $1,000 resistance zone. So this thickness of the cloud here indicates that we have quite a lot of resistance to get through for Tesla at this point in time. But so far the good news is on the hourly chart, where we're back above the top end of the cloud. It will be interesting to see if we're going to maintain that upside momentum. And then the levels to watch out for from a resistance point of view would be this cloud chart level there, 961. So we have these upside resistance targets to deal with. As long as the price action stays above the cloud, this rally should be okay. And then we wait for the 4 hour and the daily to catch up. But so far so good. The hourly chart looking bullish for Tesla. Until next time, happy cloud chart trading. Bye for now.